Dear friends, how are you doing on this wonderful day here in the studio? Well, you're not in this. How are you today? Good, I hope, because it's a wonderful day for me here at the Daddis house, in the Average Guy show, because something happened. Well, something came to me that I. This came today, and I want to share the experience with you. This box, if everything goes good, is the cousin to this right here. The cousin to this camera right here. The little brother, you might say, because you've seen the video. You've seen how much I like this camera. Well, I couldn't stop. I had to mosey on to something a little bit different. So if you'll give me a second to set up a second camera, which I should have done, we're gonna rip this into this little bad boy and let you see what it is. And we're not, like I said, we're not gonna do a full unboxing. We're just gonna look at it, see if it works, because I have no idea if it works. And then we're gonna go out and we're gonna shoot some footage with this compared to that camera, so you can see the difference between the two cameras. But let's set up the camera, unbox it real quick, because I don't want to bore you with it, because again, the unboxings aren't really that great with you guys, but that's okay. You're here with me now, and I love you. All right, we're good to go now. I've got two cameras, so we'll have two different angles. And like I said, we're just gonna open this up real quick, we're gonna kind of look at it, and then we're gonna see if it works, and then we're gonna go out and test it, come back, and just talk about it. So right now, let's unbox this thing. So I'm SD card for, is that a good one or a bad? Oh, that's a bad one, okay. I can't find my knife. Apparently an SD card is not the best to open up a box with. Oh my God, all right, so the wrapping is, oh, they've styrofoamed it. Okay, so this technique, what they do is you put plastic in here and then pour spray foam on it, and it just wraps around your gear. All right, first we have the lens. Oh, and ooh, we can't wait to go through that, yes. Oh. A clip's missing. See, there's the first thing, the clip's missing. All right, so we can work with that. We can work with more foam, and here's the so this is the camera. This is the high definition camera, and it is missing a clip, which that doesn't seem too bad to deal with. So that's not good, but it is what it is. Now we're gonna figure out how to put this together. Okay, so this is the little brother or cousin to this camera. So we're going to see how. Not sure why there's such a huge gap in that. And there's where that goes. All right. Maybe even do a little work on that. But anyways, let's plug in a battery and see if it's going to work. Moment of truth. They said everything worked fine. It's off. All right. What am I missing? Well, anyways, I will come back shortly to see if it's working, and then we'll go from there. So stay tuned. So. Ha 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 ha! What was a dud? Zip, zilch. The reckoning of happiness was, well, it was a dud. Like here's the happiness, and here's where I'm at. It just was not there. I mean, I even tried to go look at some naughty pictures thinking about this thing, and it just didn't do me right. Because I got a battery and I put it in and it started showing signs of life, because once I turned the control dial here, because I figured out there's a lock on it and turned it, it showed signs of life and I got happy. So I went through the eyepiece and guess what? I could see images in the flippity-doo here. I could see some images. But that's where it stopped. Oh God, I just had to make sure the camera's good. That's where it stopped. Because after that, it was kind of like, you're out of luck, you numb-nutted mother fudge-dwelling monk. That's, yes, whatever. Because I tried to put a tape in, and it did one of two things. It either rejected the tape, or it would suck the tape in, and it would go into a void of sadness. Because it just wouldn't come back out. I had to fight with it to come out. And the few times that it got stuck in there and stayed in there, it just didn't recognize the tape. And by looking around it, there's like a couple little cracks on it and stuff. I'm assuming somebody dropped this thing and they dropped it. They were careless. They were losers with this thing, because I just can't. Yeah, I was crying. This is why it's taken me so long, because I was crying in the corner. I was crying because it just was not my day. You know, and I contacted the guys that sold me this, and they were kind of nice. I mean, they didn't want to lose any money, so they did refund me a little bit of my money that I paid for this, but as you can see, I still have it. And in the fairness towards them, they did say in their eBay ad that some of the functions may not work because of the little defects on it. But I didn't think that I would get bamboozled that hard. So I was sad. I was sad. So you know what? We're gonna take this moment, and I'm gonna cry. Did I just, lick my wounds and crawl off with my tail between my legs? No. I was an idiot. I bought another one. That's right, because I'm a sucker for punishment. So I put myself, in debt. I think my firstborn child is off in a concentration camp somewhere, just, trying to pay off my debts for this. And maybe see, I was re-recorded this one time and the sound screwed up, so I had to re-record all this. But hopefully he'll get out of the concentration camp one day and we'll get right with God. I don't know, but we'll see about that. But yes, I went and I picked up another one, and by God, this one actually worked. You will see it working in a little bit. So just hold on to your horses, like I've told you many a times, because this is a sight to behold. Granted, it's not going to be as wonderful as the images you're seeing me on here, because digital and all. This is a tape, but it's better than the XL, because that was in '96. This right here is the Canon XL-H1. It came out in 2005 with an MSRP of $9,500. That's right, about $10,000 for this thing, brand new. And I got two of them, not for $10,000 a piece, but I got two of them for way under that. And now on the used market, though, you can get these things for anywhere from $172 to almost $2,600, depending on what you get with them. But on average, you'll find these things for about $700 to $800. But just if you really like this after this video or any other reviews you see, well, you can, actually just look around for a while and you will find a good hookup on these things. I mean, it's 20 years old. You're bound to find a deal out there. Now, we're not going to go over a full review of this thing. We're just going to do some, of the key little features and differences between the XL and this one right here, because it does have some wonderful upgrades. Like this right here, the lens. That's right, we're gonna walk around, kick the tires, and light the fires with this beautiful thing. Because like right here on the lens, it's not a 16 times zoom. No, it is a Canon video lens at 20 times zoom. It has like the focus, and it has the zoom, it has the stabilization. But what this has different than the other one, well, the Canon XL, well, that only has one ND filter. This one, it has three. Three big old ND filters on the lens itself. And then if we move down here, you guys, we've got the menus, we've got the locks, we've got the balance, we have all the wonderful stuff you could want in a camera. But it's up here in this dial, this control dial that you want to look forward to. Because it does have the VCR mode. It has the VCR mode, which you're gonna want because you're gonna record stuff. And if you look at the VCR mode up here, where it records, it's a little more easier to see. The other one, there was none of this on here, none of that. But this one, it has it. But in the VCR mode, you got that there. But with the dial, it's not the VCR mode I want to talk about. It's the night setting, evening setting, where it just kind of brightens everything, enhances everything, which you'll see in this video because I'm going to do night and day shots just so you guys can see. I am going to compare it to the XL, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So we have those couple new features on here, and they're here also. Sound, look at that. Look at the functions you get with the sound versus the other one. You only had a few key switches. Here you've got, look at the multitude of switches on here. And then plus on top of that, you've got that cover, so you're not hurting anything. And speaking of sound, if you don't want to just record with the onboard microphone, this thing right here, well, guess what? XLR cables. That's right. You don't have to buy a separate piece for your XLR cables. You've got them right here, so you don't need the thing that keeps messing up over there, a field recorder, which a field recorder actually helps. And I'm about to pick up another one because we're about to start shooting videos. I'm going to be shooting a video with Triangle by Fire, I think, in spring, and we're going to tear some stuff up. Well, I'm just going to record it and cry because my investment is going down the drain. But I will cry. I've cried a lot in this video, and I'll keep crying. Now, the last key feature, because everything else on here is the same. You got the headphone jacks, you got the video jack, audio, all those wonderful little jacks, but the key feature is the monitor. As you can see, it really doesn't have a monitor anywhere to be had on this thing. It has the tape, the battery, all those wonderful things, and it's such a sleek, beautiful color of black on it. But what the monitor is here is this. You have a 2-inch screen right there. So you can show your compadres, your fellow filmmakers, what you're making on scene. That's right. Something's tickling me. Oh, the microphone. Hey, the microphone. I like that. I'm going to wear it naughty. Anyways, you can show people what you're filming, but you won't have to worry about that because you're going to see it on the screen. And you'll actually see the differences because I'm going to do the XL. I'm going to do this, and you're looking at it on here. And that's the difference of 96 to 2005 to 2013 image differences. So without further ado, because I don't do specs, and if you want other videos on specs, let me know, and I'll start reviewing the better spec shows out there because I don't do the specs. I just want to talk about the love of these wonderful machines that I have, and I want to film stuff, and I want to become a film star. A naughty film star, but nevertheless a film star. So let's go shoot some film. So come on, guys, let's go. So we're out here about to do a shootout, and see, he's looks like he's ready for a gun. But so the shootout is today with this, as I've been talking about. We got the Canon XL1 that came out in 1996, and then we have the XL-H1 that came out in 2005. So in this video, we're going to do some shots around town from day and night, and we're going to kind of intertwine between the two so you can see the difference between the camera from 96, the XL1, versus the one from 2005. which is the XL-H1. And of course, there won't be a lot of, there won't be, like this one's going to be better than this one, but it's fun to do it anyways, and we're going to have fun doing it, aren't we?
I mean, I guess.
I'm going to never, see you later. Why are you running? Where are you going? Come back here. Tell us why you're here to meet those people. Why? Why? Where are you going? Don't jump. Don't jump. Ah! Well, there you have it, folks. The difference between the Canon XL1 and the Canon XL-H1. And as you can see, there wasn't a huge difference, but it was noticeable. And it was clear that the XL-H1 had a little more clarity in the images that were shown. Now, not to say the XL1 doesn't have its place. I mean, it was the top tier camera of the time in the 90s. I mean, some of the movie 28 Days Later was filmed on that very model. Not that camera itself. I wish it would, because I would mount it like I would mount a piece of wood when I'm lonely, but that's a different story. We're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about the cameras. So if you want to know about my perversions, hit me in the comments. Maybe we'll make a video about it, but not here, time and place and all, you know, so we're not going there. But now, if I was about that trash people come by making noise, this is what happens when you're but it's not a camera most people would want to use because of the quality. Now, for a nostalgic 90s feel, it's a great camera. But if I was on the field to shoot some film with between those two cameras, I'm going for the XL-H1. And again, hopefully it's a pipe dream, and it might be a reality that I've got, that video shoot coming up with Triangle Fire, not Triangle by Fire, which I think it's a better name, but that's just me, and it's only a pipe dream, and they might see this and go, no, you're a loser, we're out, we're not doing it. So just stay tuned for that. Now, who's these cameras for? Pretty much collectors or anybody that wants a nostalgic feel. It's not a camera you would use on the daily. Let's face it, cameras like the Sony that I'm using and some of the other vlog cameras out there are much better for, just daily use. But for someone who is looking for that nostalgic feel, or as a collector, these are great cameras. And again, you can get them for a song and a dance comparatively of what they were sold for back in the day. So that is my little review and overview, or whatever view of the Canon XL-H1. And if you like this, please hit like and it's loud! Stop! You business that's running and paying people to survive. Now, if you like this video, like and subscribe. And also, don't forget, guys, I've got some wonderful videos coming up. You know, I've got the shootout coming up of the retro screenless cameras. I got 5 wonderful cameras. We're going to do shootout, and there is one that is my ultimate favorite. Not to say they're not all cool, but I got one that's above all. I've got some Vivitars my kids gave me for Christmas. I'm gonna have some fun with that. And maybe some durability tests from other cameras. I've got some stuff coming up on Dorky Dudes. But until those come out, I wanna say thank you for watching this. Love you guys. And remember, go get a camera and show the world how you see it. See you next time. Thanks for watching.